Welcome to Financials with Ahau. It's a joy, a privilege, and a pleasure to be together with you again as we continue on the Making Wealth series. And we're excited because we have just been talking about starting young, and we jump into another very interesting area, which is reflections on retirement. So just looking through this journey of how we have lived our life financially, how we have worked, how we have saved, how we have invested, and what does it mean to come into a season of retirement? What does it mean to be able to say we are no longer actively working in a way that we used to, but we have an income that we can rely on. We have our financial well-being as something that is well secured so that we even have rest. And those who are around us can enjoy to be around us because they are not worried. We have to find money for this, we have to find money for that. But rather they are just enjoying the fruit of how well we lived out our life financially in our younger years. And just to quickly define retirement ideally has been used, for instance, in Kenya as a gauge of when an individual comes out of an active workforce and comes into the place of now using the benefit of what they have been working on as a source of income. So they no longer are an employee in that sense, but they have now a retirement income, which is out of the investment that they have made over their working years. In Kenya, it's currently 60 years. Someone can take an early retirement at 50 years. And a few years ago, it was 55. But then there was this realization that at 55, there's so much that needs to be done. There's still also a need for generational transfer. So it was pushed up to 60. So that's just legally or in terms of just formal workforce. But then again, we also look at retirement for someone who is in self-employment, somebody who's in some type of private practice. What does that mean for you? Does it mean if you're running a business, that's when you begin to hand it over and work on your succession planning? Does it mean if you have been investing in different areas, that's the time you begin to call them on, move your assets into something that is more cash and more liquid, and that can be able to sustain you more actively because you're not doing the things you used to do to generate an active income. So it's also a place of asking ourselves, how diligent have we been in creating passive income that can now tide us through a season where we are not as active as we used to be. And retirement does not mean to necessarily stop working. Just the nature of how we work, Our bodies also, we must make peace with that. As we get older, I may not be as fast as I am. I may not be as agile. I may not think, the way I used to. The world changes so fast. 15 years ago, if you told anyone there would be something called artificial intelligence, they would call you a big liar. Here we are, doing things we didn't think possible. 30 years ago, if you told someone there'd be something called WhatsApp and you can communicate to someone across the world real time, they'll be like, never. So there's so much that's even going to be advancing as we get older. So how are we going to be able to live financially secure in those times? And that's really what we're going to reflect about. How are we going to plan for that? What places can we put our money? And just grow and see the best outcomes we can get. So I am excited to share that with us. Just having a lot of deep conversations on that and building up as we get better in we're planning for retirement. And as we I urge you to keep writing, keep praying about what you want to do. Trust God because it is Him who gives us the ability to make wealth. And He desires that we prosper even as our soul prospers. Thank you for listening. Looking forward to the next time together. God bless you.